5, day 2, we are practicing dealing with uninvited influences. We learned about the safeguard to communicate with our higher self on week 3, and now we are extending our practice by dealing with them, what to do with them when we find them. So each one of you are most welcome to this workshop. We are on week 5 and still many new masters are joining, and you're most welcome. But the thing is that the book flows in sequence. So we have to start with introduction, followed by every chapter that has to be practiced 7 days a week. So 7 days reading minimum and the practice. The practices are very simple, full of love, and we enjoy doing it. But it has to be done in sequence. So you can continue with the current week practice with the group, and then in your own time, please go and look back the old sessions, previous sessions on YouTube. We have everything there, 3 days in English, 3 days in Hindi, and 1 day for question answer. So just a quick recap on that. And let us continue our practice on week 5, where we are learning to deal with the uninvited influences. And today we have Nehaji to take us on this beautiful journey with a summary, short summary, and beautiful meditation. Welcome, Nehaji.
Thank you. Thank you, Preeti, again for this opportunity. And I welcome all the masters today. It's an important chapter. So let's just start with getting to know about the chapter. I would want to know from you, when you read this chapter today, what kind of thoughts came in your mind and what do you think of the uninvited influence? I would like to have your understanding on this. So if anybody would like to just share, we can take 1 or 2 experiences. Anybody would like to share? Yes, Sheelamji, definitely.
Good evening, everyone. It's really a beautiful but a deep chapter, bit tough to understand initially, I felt, but after reading it once or twice, I felt I could understand some of it. And I realized actually many times we have undergone these unwanted influences, but we had no clue why we were behaving that way. We get irritated for nothing, we get angry, and later we look back and say, then we justify, oh, maybe I was so tired. I was trying to take patience with everybody else, so the anger came. It never realized that it could be this. So when you understand now, it becomes much clearer. And also, it is so wonderful. At least now you have a solution for it, which you were not ever at all. So it gives a lot of hope and, a desire to dive more deep into it and try to take it more seriously so that our life becomes more smooth and less, negative to look back if we are going to not heal or get rid of these unwanted influences on ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a really great chapter. But
very nice. Sheelamji, your understanding is absolutely in the right direction. So I think that's a great summary of what we will be learning in this chapter.
No, yes, I didn't understand much when so Shailesh was explaining, and then he asked me, "Do you have a question?" I said, "I'm a bit confused now. I'll ask tomorrow." I said, but after I read it deeply and slowly and tried to understand everything, I realized this is what we have been going through. So thank you. I'm looking forward to hearing from you.
Very nice. Thank you. Thank you so much for explaining. Yes, Geeta ji, definitely add your input.
Thank you, ma'am. Actually, in the last 2 days, I got a little confused because when I concentrated on this chapter, I understood that it's not appropriate to call them uninvited, because Babaji has also made this clear that it is me who has permitted these influences to enter my aura field. So I do not know whether what that can be called just permitting. So how can I say that this is uninvited? So, and also one person's sharing in probably the Hindi group, Shobha ji, she mentioned that she feels good that now she has got an opportunity for those who are stuck, to send them love and light, right? So this is, Babaji also said that this is what we should expect, because probably we were also like that during some life between lives, है ना?
Mm. Right.
So
Yes.
at that moment I'm feeling that it's not appropriate to call them uninvited. They're influences in our aura which we of course would not like to have. So
Yes.
mm,
No,
they're
very
influencing.
true. Yes,
Thank
it is true that it may not be appropriate, but uh, we are calling them uninvited because it is much more than we can comprehend. We don't know it. Some of the influences in when we know our thought forms, we know, but there are some influences which we are not aware of, even though it is beyond our understanding, beyond our mind. So that is why we are calling them uninvited, unknown influences. Basically, I call them unknown influences. Yeah. So it's
No.
upon you. Yeah.
In my
Yes.
opinion,
Yes, Shailesh. Yes.
uninvited can also be
Mm.
permitted. So let's think about it. A salesman knocks at your door, wants to sell something to you. Okay, you have not invited him. He just came, and then you let him explain his product or whatever, right? You permitted him to do his thing, his business with you, right? So uninvited is a separate thing. Permitting is a separate thing. These two are
Yes, both are separate.
yes.
Definitely.
Okay.
One comes after the other, actually. Once you're aware of some influence, then the second part comes, that you are allowing it or not allowing it. So
Yes.
that's sometimes we are aware of the things. So that's what we are learning in this chapter also, that there are some influences that we are not even aware. Like for me, I'll give you an example. Like 2 days back, we had some guest and we were looking for a taxi, and the taxi came, and the taxi just went away, didn't stop. So there were three of us, and one of them said that this is terrible. If I don't get this taxi, it is raining, then the problem will happen. And he was constantly getting anxious on that. Another one goes that I don't trust these guys only. He deliberately left us. He has he must be getting a better fare, so he left us. And then another one goes that it always happens with me, something or the other goes wrong. The taxi always leaves me. So now when you are in so many thought forms, it is very easy. Our aura is open. These are my family members, so it is very open. My aura is open, and I could get influenced by those actions, or I choose a thought that it's okay, I'm going to call the place where I have to reach. I'll tell them that I'll be late, I'll probably get another taxi. So there is a bit of frustration there, but still it has a solution. It is not the end of the world. So that's how we are in situation in day-to-day life. We have to see, we have to check our awareness, where we are. There are so many things around us constantly. So, and our aura is open, and that is why now this aura closing makes more sense. You just close your aura, then you are with your higher self. You are guaranteed with your higher self. So that's how.
I have no doubts about the importance of aura cleansing. लेकिन अभी भी शैलेश जी, if I say this thing that whatever I'm thinking that it is uninvited, it's something like a Google ad. The moment I have typed something, the same type of ads come. So we have understood that all these influences have also come because we have done something. Maybe our thought, है ना? So I do not know.
Week
still
number
feel-
3, week number 5, and
Yeah.
week number 7. There is a connection, and we will understand that slowly. So I think let's hold on to that. And we have given a long list of names here. That we call it ghost or sorcerers, and then create fear and whatnot. But there are a variety of things that Babaji has captured in this uninvited influences. Let's not think. Not a good idea. However, we understand it. That's all.
Yes, I mean, we will be going in detail with everything. This is just the base that we are setting up. That, first you send love. to the thought form. You don't have to first think of thought forms, but just get in the habit of sending love. First, you become love, and the thought forms, yes, they will come later, and we can work on them. Once we are aware of our state, then we will be more aware of what we are working on. So that's where we need to be at this stage. So we don't have to get into too much
Gita has
details.
made that connection actually. That's why she's saying so. So 3, 5, and 7. It's all connected, and that's where she's going to. But I think for new participant, it will be too much. So we'll get into that on week 7 then.
Yeah, no, it is important because where Gita ji's thought process is going, we should understand also because this is the confusion. Because we are in a group, and this confusion could be there with other members as well. So thank you, Gita ji, again for your inputs. And yes, the aura cleaning for me now, it is becoming more and more clear as I am observant of more situations. And that is why by going out somewhere and closing your aura. So I was thinking, why going out somewhere? Because it's not only our aura, but the place also has an aura. Any place also has an aura. So that also could affect us. So everything has an aura. So we have to be aware where we are. We are locking the aura, being in touch with our higher self. That's what we are learning. So this is a very important and a protection tool that we have been given. And we will learn more about it as we go in.
Thank you.
Rashi ji,
Thank you so much.
yeah, thank you. Thank you, Geeta.
So I have a question. Are we taking the question now or after the meditation?
We can take it after the meditation also, Rashi.
Perfect,
I
then I'll
just
wait.
wanted to know everybody's understanding on this. Yeah, because yes, we are all doing great. I would say all the participants are working on themselves. So, why not get some new understanding, some new things from you guys? So let's just continue the practice and then we will continue our discussion.
Just a small
Sheila,
understanding from my side. See, any negative or influences which are not being good to us, we will not invite them, right? So I think Baba says they are uninvited because you would on your own never invite saying, I'm going to give salvation to them by giving love and light. Now when they come, you send them off giving love and light, right? So I think that term uninvited is suits to that because you are not inviting, but they are forcefully coming in because wherever there is weakness, where there is no aura closure, they easily get in, right?
Where there
So
is light. Where there is light. It is
there-
in reference to the God qualities, in my understanding.
no,
So
get that
wherever there is light, they will come because they are lost. They are and I have a practical experience with that thing.
No.
So they are looking for their home.
They want salvation, so they just come in. So they are like uninvited in that.
They
right?
are just finding light and energy and they are sucking it from our space.
No, but then we send them with love and light and send them to the right place, right?
Right place. That's what we are doing. Otherwise, they will hang around us, right?
That's
So,
what they so when they find light, like a bee will go where the honey is to be collected.
Yes.
So anyway,
Yes.
just this I came to my. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we are not really giving them salvation of any kind. We are making us free from those influences. So our focus is more on us, and we are doing this practice on ourselves first. I need to be loved first. And
No, but
then,
they'll come again.
Once you are free of these thought forms, then they will also get free. Whatever effect you are having on you, it will pass on to them. They will get free. They'll get detached from you because they are eventually turning into love and light as you turn into love and light.
Yeah.
So,
Attaching from me, but they will go and attach to somebody else still? No, right? When you say they have also become love and light, so that means they are sort of relieved from their status,
exactly.
right?
You are right. And that is what we are dealing, right? When we say we are dealing with uninvited influences means we are sending them to their right destination, right?
Yeah.
That's what we are doing. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
one more interesting point to be noted here that initially we are getting signal for the uninvited influences, but in the later part, towards the end, Babaji says that be cautious about the uninvited influences symptoms. sometimes you may miss out the signals. So be conscious about the symptoms. If you have fatigue, that is very easily identified.
Yeah.
When I am at peace and when I am in harmony, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling okay, right? And then all of a sudden I feel anxious and anger, and then, okay, something is going on. Let me do it. There's a big thing that is happening behind the scene, and of course, we all understand to some or more extent. And it will be a big, big, big shift from the planet Earth. We all are doing it religiously, and we'll see how much light we bring. So consequences are there, but the very small thing starts with our own self. Thank you, Nehaji. Over to you. Sorry.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much, Masters, for your input. It's a good discussion to begin with. So let's get into practice and deepen our understanding more. So everyone can get in Anapanasati posture. You can sit on the chair or on the floor. You can cross your legs. You can also dim the lights, drink water, get ready. Mentally being prepared for this quiet period, for the practice of 5th week, dealing with uninvited influences. Just calm down, taking a minute. Whatever we have understood, we have read, we'll just do this process mechanically today. And then let's see what comes after it. Just taking this wisdom as it is. Keeping our eyes closed. Experiencing everything on a deeper level. Follow the guidance. Set an intention for yourself that with this practice, we would be learning to identify, manage the uninvited influences. Just turning your awareness inwards. Everything quiet, everything still. Keeping your ears, the hearing part, just a little more open and receptive. Observe your breathing. Take a deep breath in, all up to your abdomen, releasing, settling down more into the space you are at. Let's inhale. Today with some qualities, some virtues. So inhale purity, all up to your abdomen. And exhaling all the worries. Keeping your attention on the way you breathe. You can focus on your heart space. Breathing in from there. Breathing in purity and breathing out on the worries, impurities, or things I consider impure. Just focusing on this part. As I breathe, purity is growing within me. Every breath. It's expanding. Just breathe in and out naturally. Every breath is taking us to our heart space. I'm breathing in now, peace. And breathing out all the restlessness. With every breath, peace is growing inside me. I am now only observing this. How peace is filling up my entire being. Breathing in and out. I'm inhaling love. And I feel this love filling up my entire being. And I exhale whatever I think is not love. I am now observing only this. How love is filling my whole self. Observing your breath in and out. Nothing much to do. Just setting intention with every breath. And feeling the space expand. With love, with purity, with gentleness. Feel the vibration, the sensations in your heart space. Once you allow yourself to feel the love, feel this energy. Feel this energy washing off, taking away all the noise, all the unnecessary things we hold on to. As we feel this space expanding, we can feel our aura expanding. Feel this deep silence, stillness within. If we still feel or have any kind of doubt which is not letting us feel this experience, then let's clean and close our aura. And send love to all the uninvited influences in my aura. To all the uninvited influences in my aura, I send you love and light. You are each whole and healed. You are each made of love and light. You are not afraid. You have a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you go in peace. I close my aura to all except my higher self. All the thoughts are ceasing, and my silence is becoming stronger and stronger. And I feel this silence. I feel God. I affirm, I claim this silence. This is mine. as I'm made in the image of God. I feel this fully, completely, and deeply. This is me. This immense peace within me is who I am, the image of God. God is peace, so I am. I claim divine wisdom to know the way forward. God is the source of all wisdom. And I return to this source. I am divine wisdom. I trust my thoughts from my higher self. I will to live well. I choose well-being. So I claim this power of will, divine will. the power to choose, the power to be happy. The power to feel love and see love. The power to see God's image in everyone. I am one with this divine will. Let's center ourselves in this divine love, God's love. I claim this love. I claim harmony and peace. I rest in this source. I am unified. I always was and will always be. My higher self is always there to guide me. So let's all call upon our higher self with its loving name and ask for a signal. My dearest higher self, please give me a signal. Just be alert and aware of any comfortable signal in your body, in your heart, a feeling of love, warmth, gentle touch. Cool air. You can ask again, my dearest higher self, can you please give me my signal? This is a gentle reminder from your higher self to let you know that you are loved, you are cared, you're always protected. Enjoy the sensations. A peaceful feeling at the heart. Can also be a signal that you are connected. Your higher self knows how to communicate with you. Just be observant. Let's be more alert and aware. If there is anything that is bothering you at this moment, ask for more clarity from your higher self. Ask for the signal of uninvited influence. You can say, "My dearest higher self, can you please give me my signal for uninvited influence now?" Observe anything that catches your attention, anything which feels not so right in your body, or any feeling that comes. It can be a familiar pain, but now you can notice it with more awareness. can ask again, my dear higher self, can you please give me my signal for uninvited influences? Be aware of any physical sensations that can catch your attention. Let's clear our aura once again. Keeping your heart centered in love. Say, I send love and light to all uninvited influences in my aura. You are all whole and healthy. Each of you was created as love and light and are still love and light. Each of you feel no pain now, and you are not afraid. Each of you has a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self to take you there now. Each of you go peacefully. I close my aura to all except my higher self. If you still feel the presence of any such unfamiliar sensation, Then you can clean your aura once again by repeating the same words and closing your aura to all except your higher self. And let's just send love to all the thought forms around us. Affirm, I send love and light to any thought forms around me. Love is radiating from the core of your heart, healing these thought forms. Your higher self is doing all the work. Let's feel thankful of this love and support, this communication with higher self. It's always guiding us on the path of truth, the eternal truth. There's only one. If there are two, it's not the truth. We are transcending every moment from the qualities and thought forms that keep us stuck, the patterns that cause pain and suffering. We are transcending each day. From all of that, which keeps us away from experiencing our truth. The journey of unbecoming. the flowering of the heart. Sometimes it is more fragile than flowering of a bud. We can never forcibly open a flower bud, but we can just expose it to light and let it bloom. It just happens. The ultimate flowering of a human being is when we become love. Then instead of seeking blessings, we become blessings. Instead of seeking grace, we become grace. And from this point onwards, we are love. And love goes to everyone. So bring in your loved ones. Everyone, living, non-living, anything. My heart is so big, it's fully expanded, ready to give. Abundance is my heritage. I am love. And I give love to any situation, any person, anything that comes to your mind. Just say that in your own words. Let's take this beautiful gift of God's love as a reminder from our practice today. Feeling grateful for this time that is now transmuted into love. Feeling grateful for Mahavatar Babaji's wisdom. Feeling grateful for all our guides, our gurus, our friends, family, loving support system, which is always working in our favor. Feeling grateful for Mother Earth, for this unconditional love, always. Let's just come out with the intention to give more love. More love to everyone. Let's slowly come back to the awareness of our body. Completely feeling our body, feeling the room we are sitting in. Feel your body, slowly move your body. You can move your fingers a little bit. When you're ready, you can take your palms on top of your eyes and slowly open your eyes behind your closed palms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Take your time to come out. Thank you very much for your presence, Masters.
Thank you, Nehaji. Very beautiful meditation. Once again, the practice was so amazing. Thank you.
Drink some water and just take your time, feel the silence. Whenever you're ready to talk, you can share, you can ask questions. Rashiji, you had a question you want to ask?
Yes, thank you so much for the meditation. So, here the question is regarding one of the paragraphs in the chapter. So it says, not all of your fears, irrational behavior, weird thoughts, bursts of angers, and periods of exhaustion are caused by uninvited influences. So now here, if these are the things that are caused by other people or the thoughts of others influencing us because we allow them, can these also be cleared when we clear the uninvited influences, or these have to be dealt with in some different way, which will come in the chapters that are ahead?
Yes, they will come in the chapters that are ahead. We will be doing it in a very detailed way. But as of now, we are just building on the practice, having that awareness that these kind of influences are there. So we are just moving towards that chapter. So we are building a base for it again. Like, yes, there are uninvited influences. Some we know, some we don't know. So our awareness can go on the thought side of the influences very easily. We know when we see the thoughts. So that's why we will be dealing with this in the coming weeks. Yes.
One small question, like instead of getting a hint or certain vibration, can it be like a voice which says that there's an uninvited influences? You need to clear your aura. Can this be the signal?
Yes, it can very much be if you can hear it that clearly, then very much. But again, in the book, it says that, uh, look for the symptoms. That is a more clear indicator of that you have an uninvited influence. Because if you're feeling, sometimes we just feel moody, we feel like the examples given in the book, that after a complete night's rest also we are feeling unrested and we are anxious or we are worried. So these are the symptoms we need to look for. And once we have those symptoms, we can very well identify where are they coming from. So yeah, that's how we should, then we really know that this is an uninvited influence. Because if it's very clear to you and it is also telling you where to look for, then nothing like that. But I think the symptoms are the more clear indicators.
Yeah, no, usually the symptom comes first, and then there's this voice which says uninvited influences. So that's when my awareness comes back to the words which says that, okay, and now I need to clear my aura. So then I start the process.
Yes,
Right.
that's
This
also
is
written. This is also written in the chapter that you will have a clear inner knowing about um, clearing the aura. Okay, so yes, you are right. This is the right thing, and the more you practice, the more you will become sort of clear about identifying. Okay, and to answer your first question, also, whatever is not caused by the uninvited influence, right? When it is you yourself, your own thoughts, right? Your own ignorance can also create it. And for that, we have a one single sentence clearing also included in this chapter. At the end, we say, I send
I
love
send
and
love
light
and light to the
to
thoughts
all
around
thought
me.
form. Yeah, that
Yes.
is what
Yes.
it is for. That's the purpose. Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
So
yeah,
Shobhaji
in
is
the
saying,
yeah.
Shobhaji is saying after meditation, my body wants to take 5 or 10 minutes sleep. Why this happens? It is because once, if you remember your experience of a massage, after massage, what happens? You want to go and take a nap, right? Your body is rested. You're not just the body, your being is rested after clearing the aura, after this practice, right? You feel relieved and rested. So just take a sleep, nothing wrong. Yeah. Actually, these days when we are doing this chapter, I feel very sleepy. I have been feeling quite sleepy. And in fact, I'm probably sleeping 2 extra hours every day. So, yeah, nothing wrong with 10 minutes.
This is an invited influence, actually.
Yeah.
We have done this process and feel so relaxed that we have invited sleep.
Yeah. And so, as I was getting this, I was joking with somebody, telling them that I should now change my name to Vishramanand because I'm enjoying taking rest nowadays. Good. All right. Okay. Um, yes. So, Grace ji, you can unmute.
Thank you so much to all of you once again for this wonderful session and experience. And I just wanted to share something. It's like because your uninvited influences are the ones like when you meet someone, their thoughts, if you listen to their stories which are not very pleasant, or if you shake hands with someone. So, like all these things, uh, they are uninvited influences, and they get stick to your aura because these are all energy particles. So what I was saying is that like if I increase my vibrations like high, like during through meditation, through eating healthy and exercise and all that. So in that case, those uninvited influences, even if even if they try to come to stick to my aura because they're looking for the light, and they would still not be able to do it because my own light is so high that they won't be able to stick to my aura. And is that correct to say that, if I say that?
No, no.
Okay.
They will always be attracted to the light and will try to suck energy from you.
Yeah.
They are attracted by your energy, right? And the only way you can get rid of them is by,
Locking the aura.
one is to lock the aura so that will protect you, but at the same time, you need to send them away to light. That is
Okay.
an obligation on all of us. Whenever we see such beings around us, we may not physically see them. Whenever we perceive their existence through the kind of symptoms that are described in this chapter, when we perceive their existence in our aura, it is our responsibility to send them to light. That's why those 6 lines of clearing the aura are very important.
Okay.
That's where so before we send them to light, we are suggesting to them, you are still love and light. You are complete and healed. You are not afraid. You don't feel pain. All that we are trying to give them a suggestion that you are still love and light, right? And now we want you to go with my higher self to your ideal place. So the process is, it's when we clear our aura, we are doing 2 things. One is that we are detaching or freeing ourselves
Yeah.
from that influence. Also, we are releasing that influence to move on its own path of spiritual evolution. We are
Okay.
doing 2 things, right? Yeah, that's very important to know. It's not just I am getting free, it's also I'm letting them free also.
Yes. And like, because some people who live in very high vibrations, because what my understanding is, because only likes attracts likes, or the people who are on same vibration. So the people who live at a very high vibration, just like sadhu, sant, and all those people, and when like people like normal people like me, we go to them and we explain them our situation and everything. So does that mean that our life situations, those energies get stuck to even their aura too, even though they are at the very highest in very highest vibrations?
It's not really necessary for their energy to get stuck to you. First, you have to understand, when you say high vibration, what that really means to you.
I mean, like very very much positive. Even if they're listening to people, it's not affecting them. And
Have you seen the frequency chart? Frequency chart
okay.
very clearly depicts when would you be at a high vibration. Levels of vibration grow with our own feelings. When we are in fear, we are at a low vibration.
Yes,
But
yeah.
but when we are in love and gratitude, that is the highest vibration, right? And then there are several levels how your vibration changes. And you can change your vibration by changing these aspects of you. If you stay in, that's what we are trying to do through this process. When we center ourselves to the heart, we are heart-centered people. Then we are most of the time in a state of love. We are practicing sending love. And whenever you remember send love, whenever you remember send love, what is the purpose? Is keep your vibration at the highest possible level. That is the highest level of vibration. You don't have to be a sadhu to be like that.
Yes. Hmm.
Yeah, you just can be at that high level of vibration. And when you are at that level of vibration, you will probably attract sadhus in your life. You will probably attract others who are at high vibration. right? Gratitude is a duplicate of love,
Yes.
right? They are same level of vibration. And the lowest vibration that you can ever have is guilt. That is the lowest level of vibration. So guilt to fear to anger and so on, your vibration keeps growing. So high vibration is um, not something that you can um, stay in that state all the time. You will be doing flip flop till you have practiced enough and remain. You become love. Once you become love, then your vibration will not change. It will stay there. You are constantly in that state, and then others will feel attracted to you for no reason. Then you will attract anybody and everybody. And when I say any and every means, like it can be plants who will blossom in your presence. It could be flowers that will blossom. It could be animals who would want to be near you, right? All that, the entire creation would enjoy your company. That's the
Yes.
meaning of being at high vibration, right? And
Yes.
that is where we are all through these practices we are building step by step. How can we be there? How can we reach there? Initially, we have to do the practice, and at the end, that becomes our state.
Yes. And once that state is there for anyone, so the people with the low vibrations, people
Hmm.
with people with more negative thoughts, if they come in contact with those kind of high vibration people, would still their negative thoughts and negative energies stick to the people who are at high vibration or no?
It can, if they permit them to, if they allow them to.
But if they are already at a very high vibration, so they know automatically not to let them get into their own aura
Maybe not.
automatically.
Not everybody knows. We are learning, we are becoming conscious. Some of you may already be at that level of love already, right? But you were not aware that this is what is going on around me.
Yeah, yeah.
Why do I feel anger at times? Why do I feel irritated all of a sudden for no reason, right? So that awareness is what we are trying to build now. Also understand that if you are at high vibration level and someone with low vibration comes in contact with you, they will not be able to stay there with you for longer time. Very, very quickly they will vanish from the scene. And so basically, you are not attracting them. Your light is attracting them, right? So what will happen? They won't be able to stay there. It's important. It's like you can think of mismatch of vibration. What will happen? They will get
Yeah.
damaged actually. So they won't stay there. They can't stay there. So
Okay.
that's a natural phenomenon. Yes.
But they're looking for the light, so why wouldn't they want to stay there?
They may want to, but they won't be able to.
Okay.
They will have the desire to because they do not know. They will just feel good. They are able to feed on you. So they are good. They feel good, right? So they will try to stick to you, but can't stay there for long.
Y-
I am now talking of living beings, right? Not the ones which are not living.
Okay.
So your company, for example, your friends and your even the family members, they will move because of your vibration. When you start
Yes.
vibrating at a certain frequency on a stable basis, you attract such of those individuals with similar frequencies in your life.
Yes.
That change actually, I have seen divorces happening, all kinds of things. Oh yes, I've seen so many things happening just because of this one change, right? One of the two decides to move in a certain direction and starts progressing, and then that change brings about that situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
So
now their
it's
vibrations differ.
and not a little minor differences are kind of tolerable. They may keep fighting, but they are still staying together. But when the difference increases significantly, then they cannot be together either. They have to separate. There is no way. That's what
Yes.
happens too. Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for the explanation.
I just want to add something here that the uninvited influences, when we talk about non-physical beings, the only reason why they latch on to us is because we are dipping in that, that frequency scale. We are in love, we are light, they know that. But we are going to worry and fear and all those things. So we are creating that environment for them to latch on. So that we need to be aware of. That is why we are centering in our heart. We are, practicing these divine qualities, because it's easy to center in love. And then we don't dip. That frequent mood swings and all that doesn't happen. So they don't come and latch on to us. So that's my understanding on it.
Yes. And that's correct. You're right.
Mm.
Absolutely. Right. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, let's hear Sheelanji.
Sheelanji.
I also just wanted to share, actually, yesterday and today's meditation, I was drifting away, suddenly realizing I'm not in the meditation. Usually it never happens. So I was wondering why, but all of you seem to, many of you seem the same. So I think it is not uncommon. So
You're right. You're perfectly right. And we are right now in a group meditation as well, right? In group meditation, there are so many more influences.
no, the chapters are such, I think, as you said, that you
Yeah.
also have said. And what I want to know, one more thing, Shailashji, you said two souls. If one is evolving and the other one is not, they will separate. Don't you think that other one will get inspired to lift up itself, also seeing the one who's gone
Yes.
progressed to improve and become better?
It does. So what happens is it's not about evolving. All
Uh,
souls are evolving. 100% of the souls are evolving, irrespective of what practices they are following.
uh, uh,
Some may be doing deliberate practices, and some may not be doing any practice whatsoever. That's
uh,
not but the souls are evolving. Evolution
uh,
never stops. That's a
uh,
continuous journey. But the differences are in terms of their vibration. Now, so if supposing there are two people staying together, living
yeah,
together, they are always in the company of each other. Usually, what happens, say, think about marriages. When two
yeah.
people get married, they come together, they start staying together. What happens when they start their journey? They could be at different levels of vibrations, right? They could be quite different actually in
Mm,
vibration. And when
mm,
they start living together, they start drifting closer to each other. So one has to step down, other has to step up.
mm, mm,
They both change their vibrations to
yeah.
adjust and come to a common vibration, right? This is why there is a very popular saying that after 25 years of marriage, husband and wife become brothers and sisters. They just become like each other. You know why? Because their vibration starts matching, right? If they are, if one of them then decides to follow some practices, usually at a later stage in life, people want to follow, practice ritual, spiritual development. They get attracted to that and start doing certain things, and their vibration begins to rise, right? So now, if one of them is doing and the vibration begins to rise, the other person feels left behind and tries to catch up, but they may or may not be able to, depending on their own personal spiritual state. So when they are able to catch up, they will catch up, right? They will continue to catch up, and they manage with each other. But if they are not catching up and they decided that I am determined not to do it, then the gap starts increasing. And when the gap is too much, it becomes intolerable.
That I agree, they're determined. But usually the other soul who's evolving will try to encourage because they don't want to leave behind. But meantime, they're encourage and tell how good and pleasurable is my thought.
Agreed. I fully agree. Every person is different. Some
Yeah.
may be ready to follow, and some may
Yeah.
not be. Right? The people
Yeah.
are very different. So
Yes.
in such of those cases where
Mm.
there is a total disagreement on um, the path to be followed, there
That is
separation does happen. I have seen actually, and very specific to this very specific thing. One of the two decided to start doing meditation, and then they went into meditation side very deep, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the other one said, well, no, I am not doing it. And then after 4 or 5 years, situation turned into a divorce, actually.
Mm. Mm. I
Yeah,
agree.
this is what I've seen. So yeah, okay,
Thank you so
yeah, thank you. Okay.
It's
Uh,
also very important to respect each other's journey in this,
yeah,
a couple situation.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
if we
That's
try too hard to
yeah,
get the other person influenced by my thoughts,
yes,
eventually
yes,
we will lower our vibration. We will be in a lower vibration. So,
yes, yeah, yeah.
unless you have that awareness that,
Mm,
sometimes to make somebody understand, we actually come, like we have seen in our gurus also, they come down to a lower vibration to deliver a message in the way we
yes,
understand. What they
yes.
are aware that this is not my final state. I need to go
Mm,
back. So that kind of awareness, if the partner who is on high vibration has that, he can easily balance the relationship. But if you don't have that awareness, then it is very difficult to balance
yeah,
the relationship.
yeah. In relationship, there are so many other complex things happening as
Yes,
well.
of course. Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much, Nehaji. Let's listen to Rinkuji.
Rinkuji,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for the beautiful session. Every day I'm enjoying, even in Hindi, English, every day I'm just with the, trying to grab more knowledge. But always I get confused how many times we can do this session like uninvited, this one exercise, how many times we should do it, how many times we have to close the aura. And suppose we are going anywhere outside where we have many negative energies there where we are going, we know all the atmosphere is like that, so okay, we can close our aura. What exercise, how we should do it? I'm always confused with that.
No, so let me try and simplify this for you. Uh, this week, you have to first of all practice this as much as you can so that your practice becomes absolutely pakka. Right? Your practice should be complete and clear to you, and you should be able to do the practice without referring to any document or anything. That it should be complete here in your memory, right? That's how this practice should become absolutely solid for you. Number one. Second thing, so this is for only this week.
Okay.
Beyond this week, by that time you finish this week's practices, we expect you to be able to recognize the signal you are receiving from your higher self that you are not paying attention and you are under the influence. That signal will tell you that you need to do it. And however many times that signal comes, you need to do it. That is one. Second way of knowing that you need to do it is your own change in your state. All of a sudden, for no reason, you are angry, you are feeling frustrated, you are feeling pain somewhere. All these things, whenever you feel, immediately your awareness should tell you that I need to do aura cleaning. So go through the process again, right? And that can happen n number of times during the day. Anytime it can happen. So number of times will be decided by your own state. Whenever it happens, do it. Whenever it happens, do it. Without hesitation, just do it. You don't have to think about it,
Okay.
right?
And it takes hardly like a minute to do it.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
okay?
yeah. It doesn't take long. It
Yeah.
should not be a, this is a very not, this is a simple reminder. This practice is essentially, if you see, it's happening in your own mind, right?
Yeah, correct.
And it is a set of thoughts. You are
Okay.
introducing thoughts, a specific set of thoughts in your mind. You are injecting thoughts deliberately, right? So what you are doing is changing your own mental pattern, right?
Okay.
Yeah. All your world exists in your mind only, nowhere else. Your samsara exists in your mind. It has it has only a relevance to the external physical world, but your world is here only, and it is in the form of memory and thoughts,
Okay. And we
right?
should do,
So
do all together these cleaning, closing, and give the light. Three of this we have
all
to
the
do.
steps, yes. So today
Yes.
we have put a little reminder for you in the group where all these steps are written down, right?
Yeah.
So follow these steps and do it. Do each step by step, go through it, right?
Okay.
When you do all the steps, when you practice it several times, let's say in a day, if you practice, let's say 5 or 6 times, it will get memorized in 2 3 days. You will memorize it. It won't take much long, right?
Okay.
So once it's there in memory, then it will be just like that. Within a minute, it will be over.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
And also one thing Rinkuji was mentioning, that she knows that she is going to a place where there are negative people, and she has cleared her aura and logged it. So in the chapter also it says, the bubbles will still be there. So that's why in this chapter specifically, we have this tool that whenever we feel that there is some kind of thought that needs healings, that needs correction in our own mind, then we repeat this line that I send love and light to all thought forms around me. So somewhere we have allowed those thought forms to influence me. That's why whenever we are going in that environment, we are again feeling the same thing. So that's
Correct.
why
Correct.
this practice is
Yes.
this simple line can do wonders, and so we'll work on it more in other chapters.
Thank
So,
you. Thank you
Yes.
so
welcome.
Yeah. And in this practice, each of those lines will help increase your own vibration, right? It's only you are playing with your own vibration all the time, essentially through the thoughts. So that's what this practice is about. You will slowly and gradually, when you do it, you will begin to feel it that way, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rinkuji. Sheelamji has something more. You can unmute.
What was the line? This Nehaji told one line to tell if the thoughts come. I didn't catch it.
It's there in that paragraph. It's written there in the book. It says, I send love and light to all thought forms around me. This is the last line of the practice. It's written in italics. It's written in italics. Yeah.
It's on page 32. If you read that page, it's there. And this
30?
is on 32, yeah. And
No,
sorry?
sorry. Mine is this thing, the printout of
PDF.
the PDF. So it gives the difference.
Yeah.
It's
I
okay.
said
You will
love.
find that line. It's towards the end of the chapter. You will see this. And we did the practice today using that line. And this is the tool that we are getting in this chapter. So because we already had the tool of dealing with uninvited influences from week 3. And this is the tool we are getting in week 5 to send love and light to all thought forms. So I would request everybody to reread the chapter again, and then, again, yesterday Shaileshji also suggested to kind of sequence the steps on your own. Then it'll be more easy to remember.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
So, just for you, Sheelamji, in the book, this is, if you start counting back from the last paragraph, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth paragraph from the end, there this line is there. It's in italics. The first line of the paragraph is, the thoughts of the uninvited influences are forms of energy, bubbles of negativity. That's that paragraph. Did you get it?
Yes, thank you so much. I got it. Thanks, Shaila.
Good. Very good.
Thank
Good. Okay, good. So, no more questions. I think we have answered all the questions in the chat also. Okay, thank you, masters. Thank you, Nehaji, for this beautiful session.
Thank you. Thank you, Shams.
Thank you. Let's bring the session to a close for today. And we continue with the practice tomorrow. And we'll go from there. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, everyone.